Ariana Grande, a superstar musician, a superstar actor, a household name. All seems perfect, but behind the scenes, the story of Ariana Grande is riddled with controversy, scandal and tragedies. There is a dark side, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Ariana Grande started out playing the character Cat Valentine on Victorious and Sam and Cat, the sweet quirky redhead that made her a Disney-style teen icon for Nickelodeon. But behind the scenes, Nickelodeon has faced some serious allegations of toxic culture and who knows what. Whilst Ariana hasn't spoken in depth about it, her early frustrations with being typecast as the ditzy kid is well documented. And even though she's not spoken up about any kind of mistreatment, she was part of the era of mistreatment. She was part of the Dan Schneider era of Nickelodeon, when things behind the scenes were dark and terrible. You know, the Amanda Barnes type of Nickelodeon. What went on there, we can only assume. Whether or not in the future we're going to get some tell-all documentary or tell-all book where we see a deeper side of the troubles and tragedies Ariana Grande went through at this time, we don't know. But all we can do currently is assume that life might have not been as good as we perceived. Career-wise, she started focusing on music and started trying to separate herself from Nickelodeon. In 2013, her debut album, Yours Truly, skyrocketed her into pop stardom. Fans loved her, even critics loved her, and critics don't normally like child actors turn musicians, but they loved her. They kept going on about this like Mariah Carey type voice that she had, and they just loved her. So did everyone, it seemed. But as her fame grew, so did rumours. Stories circulated about Ariana being difficult behind the scenes, that she was a bit of a stubborn person to work with. Basically, we're talking about diva behaviour. She was walking out of interviews, there was all these stories going around that she only wanted to be photographed on her one side, which was a good side. For fans, there was this stark contrast between the sweet and the bubbly public image that we've seen, and this behind the scenes rumours that she was tougher and demanding and a little bit of a mean girl. She also started facing criticism for becoming too repetitive. Same ponytail, same baby voice, same sound. Even the critics started to lose hope in her. Fans started to accuse her of struggling to evolve creatively. While behind the scenes, she was reportedly fighting power struggles with her management and label, including Scooter Braun, who we don't speak about much on this channel. I don't think we've done a single video, but maybe sometime in the future. Then came scandals such as this, the infamous donut licking scandal. Now, if you haven't heard this, let me just lay it out for you. She was caught on camera in a bakery licking donuts that she hadn't paid for. She was also muttering, "I hate America." The backlash were huge. Fans were outraged, critics slammed her. You know, this whole image of America's sweetheart just suddenly took a turn for the worse. She was forced to release an apology video, which many called insincere. It was a stark reminder that being on top does not make you unstoppable. Then we get to 2017. Ariana was faced with unimaginable tragedy during her Dangerous Woman tour. And if you don't remember this, there was a bombing at the Manchester arena in which she was playing at, where 22 people sadly passed away. If you know anything about British culture or the United Kingdom, you've probably been able to pinpoint my accent is Mancunian. I'm a proud Mancunian, born and raised in Manchester. At this time I was working in a bar just around the corner, so this was huge. Like globally, I know there's a lot of this kind of stuff that happens in America, but it doesn't happen a lot here. So when it does, it's huge. Even today, we still have like yearly anniversaries for like remembrance for the bombing. There's still signs all over the city. There's reminders all over the city from this bombing, especially when you get to, say, the train station, which is where the MEN was, which is now the AO Arena. They had a name change. But this was huge. I was working in a bar at the time around the corner. I remember it happening. I remember the people, like, the streets were just crazy. We had to close early. All the bars in Manchester City Centre started closing early. People just started going home. After that, Ariana later revealed that she struggled with PTSD, anxiety and nightmares, which quite frankly, I'm not surprised at. For a while after that, I think people started going a little bit easy on Ariana Grande, stopped criticising her as much, but she also retreated a little bit and she stopped doing music as much. Then she started trying to make a comeback, and it seemed people forgot about how nice she was at that time. People started criticising her again. It's no secret that she has had bad relationships in the past, and that's what we're going to cover in this section. Her relationship timeline includes Mac Miller, Pete Davidson, and most recently, Ethan Slater. Mac Miller, as you probably already know, tragically passed away. That's also got to have a big impact on the life and career of Ariana Grande. After Mac's death, the fans accused Ariana of moving on too fast. It seems that she went straight from that kind of tragedy to falling into the arms of someone else. The fans did not like this. It seems like a common occurrence that we see in the life and times of Ariana Grande, that she just gets with a man and she starts acting like that man, and it changes the way she is, and she kind of falls quickly and hard. She got engaged to Pete Davidson. That was called a PR stunt. And most recently, during the filming of Wicked, she faced a wave of homewrecker accusations over the romance with Ethan Slater, who at the time, just in case anyone's forgot, when Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater started seeing each other, he was a married man. He had a wife. She did homewrecker. She was a homewrecker. He was married. They started seeing each other. He eventually left his wife for Ariana Grande. If there's one thing that she's criticised on more than anything else, it is her love life. Homewrecker, falls in love too fast, PR stunts, moves on too fast. In recent years, Ariana has faced backlash not just from the critics and the media, but from her own fan base. On social media, she's been accused of being out of touch, dismissing fans' concerns, and even calling critics entitled. Her change in appearance for the Wicked movie sparked endless TikTok speculation about her health and her weight, and even her face has been the centre of conversation over the last year or so. Seems like she's changed completely, which she seemingly does ever since she first started music, and she got all this backlash about doing the same thing and not being creative, wearing the same clothes, having a hair put the same way. Since then, it's like every year she just changes, like she feels like she has to change. I feel like she cares too much about public opinion, and she's holding on to that too deeply. Just to recap here, we've had a possibly sketchy early life, which we cannot neither confirm nor deny. She's then faced all this public backlash. She's then faced this tragic event that has gave her PTSD and anxiety. She's then tried hopelessly to fall in love, which has backfired each and every time, and all along the way she's faced backlash. That is the dark side of the career of Ariana Grande. Now, if you like these kind of deep dives and you want to see more, please do consider hitting that subscribe button, and please do consider checking out some of my other videos. A lot of them are binge worthy. Check them out. Thank you very much.